Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and she's going pretty ballistic. It is, I don't know what day it is. It is Wednesday, the 28th of November. It is 7:36 a.m. At least I'm starting sooner than I did yesterday, I think. This is, of course, little Cream, little Saber. She's going absolutely ballistic. She wants to go back to her house. She's already jumped off my lap and onto the floor. So I've picked her up, but she is really wanting to go back. So I'm putting her back. There you go, little one. You can de-freak out now. I really need to change her house. I took a good look at it because I wanted to make sure that it was nice and clean. And while Cookie over there, Dr. Snurf, he had just destroyed his box and peed in it so much it was just a mess and it was disgusting. So he lost his Petco box. She still has hers. Only a little bit of one corner is getting a little bit too icky that she's decided to use that instead of another corner. So just about time after all these months now to get rid of her Petco box and find her a new home. One that I don't know if it'll be easily cleanable or just needs to be replaced, but still, it needs to be done. She can't just sleep in filth. That's gross. The thing is though, hamsters don't mind the smell and such. And that's not just a me thing, that's science-y things. There's some animals that don't like their own odor, and hamsters aren't one of them. They're fine. So it's, you gotta keep things clean. I mean, don't get me wrong. You don't want them sitting in their own filth and just, you know, more urine and feces than bedding. That's not what I mean. When they start getting gross, you know, once, twice, not twice a week, unless they are really vile. But it's like once a week, once every 2 weeks, just make sure everything's okay. So, thumbs up for that. But both of my little hamsters are doing really good. And I didn't change this because by the time I could finally get to changing that, she'd already been up and was being kind of like, I need to go back. So no time to change that, because if I put her back in there, she was going to be not wanting to get back out, and so I didn't want to bother her further, so I just kept her out a little longer so I could put her back quicker. And of course, the bite that I'd mentioned that she gave me the other day because I startled her has gotten a tiny bit infected, which means a tiny bit of pain here and there when I hold things wrong. But past that, it means just I'm going to be aware of it instead of it just clearing up and fading away with my having forgotten about it. Time and tide. What does that have to do with time and tide? I like to say time and tide and all that for, it's a quote out of a different thing, and it means a different way, but I use it to mean time and tide. You know, there's nothing we do that can withstand time and tide. And by that I just mean, you know, the biggest thing that I think of a lot is that old poem where this fellow finds just the broken legs of a statue, a head in the sand from it, and an empty wasteland of desert. And on the inscription, you know, it's from, "My name is Ozymandias, look upon my works, ye mighty, in despair." The point being, nothing we do lasts. My name is Ozymandias, look upon my works in despair. And all that's left is a shattered statue. Time and tide. Everything falls apart. Which is okay. I mean, it's amazing though, some of the things that we can figure out how to make things just slightly more durable. I only just found out the other day from the Brain Food channel with their also top 10s net thing they do, but people will write in and they'll figure stuff out with this one fellow. Well, not one fellow, he's the face of the channel. I don't know if he's the only person anymore. They used to have other less personable hosts that would occasionally do things. Now I only see him, so who knows. But they talked about cement and concrete. And sorry about the my sincere apologies. I still periodically when playing video games for humor. And that is such a bad habit, because then it bleeds over into stuff like this. And I hate saying so all you have to do is pause. When you're feeling yourself about to go or just stop for a moment and then go on. But anyway, try to remember what I was talking about. Yes, I mean, I was amazed to find out concrete, which cement is the stuff that makes concrete is just cement with rocks, and basically it's just junk. We found that if you throw just like solid rocks and junk like that into cement, that it turns into concrete, and that's much more durable. But just cement on its own is amazing stuff, and it's just a chemical reaction. And they figured out how to get this stuff working way back, which is why we have so many of the Greek, well, I say so many of the Greek ruins still around. I mean, the fact that they're around at all after all this time is because they figured out cement way back when. And so the stuff is made out of cement and the like. And that stuff lasts a very long time. But it was amazing to find that stuff out. I mean, it means nothing. It's just I just like finding things out. I like learning things. That's actually my therapist, whom I go see tomorrow. Thank goodness it's been so long. But my therapist has said that it's a very good thing that even with all the depression and stuff like that, I've still always been curious and wanted to learn things. And that is a very good thing. So if you find yourself just curious all the time, like I want to learn, I wish I could learn everything. You can't do that. But I like to learn just little bits here and there, just stuff. I love trivia because it's just knowledge. Just stuff to know, stuff to learn. There's effectively limitless space inside your head to remember, so why not? Because it's cool too. I mean, the more you learn about other people, the more you understand that other people are just like you, the more empathy you have. And while I understand that's scary for a lot of people, understanding other people is good, because it's not just you in a world of, you know, subhuman nobodies behind cardboard cutouts. We're all just people, no matter our shape or color. So
these people are my friends. I'm one of them. I belong.
Empathy is a good thing. Which was a sorry for yelling. Which was a thing on Twitter the other day. I retweet politics of all kinds. I mean, of my politics, but it's anything where my politics is I'm pro-people. Anything that's anti-people and pro-business is I don't like. Unless it's, you know, pro-business in a way that's also pro-people. It's got to help people. Whatever helps the most people while hurting the fewest people is the best thing to do. Those are my politics. And the second half, of course, is that I think that all people are equal. Equal but different. I mean, men and women and everybody on the spectrum, you know, no matter where you are from this side to this side. We are all equal but different. Because the fact that testosterone gives a man stronger upper body strength, whereas not having testosterone doesn't give a woman that upper body strength, well, that's a big whoopsie doodle. I mean, that, okay, that means men are more like pack horses. And so that's not a plus or a minus, it's just a difference. So I just think that people are, doesn't matter your gender identity, it doesn't matter your skin color, it doesn't matter any of these things. We're all just people. The stuff that we wear on the outside is just a mask. It's the stuff on the inside is who we are. This stuff is just our mask we show the world, and it's not even a mask that we chose. So, but those are my politics, so I just retweet my politics, and then of course I tweet pictures of hamsters and all sorts of stuff like that. Hamsters are so cool. But there are people that get irritated. They don't want a lot of that kind of politics. Trying to find the right word for that. Don't want that kind of politics in their timeline for whatever reason. I mean, as I have retweeted a lot, you know, trans rights are human rights. Trans people are people. It's what your outside of your body looks like doesn't mean a thing. Biology means nothing, especially as we discover more and more that, yeah, there are effectively as many sexes on the planet as there are people. And it's amazing sometimes that we can actually interbreed because our chromosomes and our DNA are a mess. It is astonishing. These are not well-tuned blueprints that we have. They are crazy. It's amazing we work. Thumbs up that we do, though. But some people don't like that, and I understand. I mean, some people just want to have Twitter for an echo chamber. And some people just want Twitter for fluffy, funny animals. Some people just want Twitter for pictures of guinea pigs. And then in comes my politics, and it's like, whoa, 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 I didn't follow you for this. So I understand. Not a big deal. Not a whole lot actually happened yesterday. I kept falling asleep. Yay! And of course last night, I don't know what's going on now, because I'll go to bed at whether it's 10:30 or midnight. I'll fall asleep after half hour, and then suddenly, bunk, 2 o'clock, eyes open. And then I spend the next 4 hours going, okay, I'm asleep at 2:30. Okay. 4 o'clock. Oh, how nice. 5 o'clock. So I'm getting 3 hours of sleep a night. Maximum. It's driving me crazy. But what can you do? I mean, I think I've just got to try and schedule nap time during the day. I'm going to have to. Because if I keep falling asleep, that's, you know, just another straw on top of the camel's back. You know, eventually there's going to be enough straws that camel's back breaks, and then I'm going to have a heart attack or stroke from the damage caused from my sleep apnea. Not sleeping too does a terrible strain on your body, but not breathing does a horrible strain on your heart and your brain. Thumbs up for that. One thing that is nice though, my brain actually is getting better. I am healing. It used to be 3 years ago. Yeah, about 3 years ago, because I never did any online banking before. But if I want to check what my credit union account is and such, you know, you go and you type in a thing, and then you type in another thing, and then there's, you know, the 5-letter code that just a random thing. It used to be I'd have to look down and then back up and then hopefully remember that first letter. So I was going letter by letter and then hopefully just being able to look and remember it long enough to enter it. I'd have to look several times to be able to remember that. Now I just need a quick glance up and I'm good. I got the whole passphrase down with that quick phrase. It doesn't matter. I can enter it in real quick, or it can take 15-20 seconds, and bada-bada. It's all up there. My brain is working better than it has for 30 years. And the weird thing is, it's not even at full capacity at that. My brain's only working at about 25% capacity of what your brain does. But I'm getting up there. I'll never reach, 100% anymore. Fibromyalgia and fibro fog. Oh God, I hate the fibro fog. I get better and I start being able to think, and then fibro fog. You can't think. It's literally you can't think. And that sucks. But I am getting better. But that part's going to get worse. That got depressing there. I don't want that to get worse, but it's going to no matter what. Oh well, life is life. And of course, right over there, I got my PlayStation 4 on because I was gifted Red Dead Redemption 2. So, well, of course I've got my PlayStation 4 on. Who doesn't have their PlayStation or their Xbox on with Red Dead Redemption 2? Anyway, though, I've also opened up 24 hours, and no, I've only opened up 12 hours worth of comments in my community tab. So far, that's my second, my sincere apologies. 99% of all my comments are Mr. Beast and at Mr. Beast. So, I appreciate it to no end. And if Mr. Beast, whom I barely know of, gives me any money or help or anything at all, then I guess it'll all have been worth it. But right now, the signal to noise ratio in my comments is such that I've opened up like 15 page downs. I'm through 12 hours and it's all Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast. So I'm thanking 20 to 25 people though. I do appreciate everybody's concern and wish to help. I mean, that is nice. It's just, there's nothing I can really say about that other than thank you and then en masse. That's the greeting and thanks. But Dylan Trayan, thank you very, very much. And Sad Boy, thank you. Greatly appreciated. Ben Jamin. Like the name, thank you. Nacho Fish. I like it. I like that both as the idea is like, this is my fish, Nacho Fish, and Nacho Fish. I like the idea of a Nacho Fish. That's really cool. And Gum Dragon, thank you very, very much. Ben Salter, greatly appreciated. Yamum, thumbs up. J2S2M, thank you very, very much. Jigyas Barua, thank you very, very much. I'm very sorry. I don't know how to do names. JR Crash, thumbs up and greatly appreciated. 666, thumbs up and thank you. Sage Shaw, that was hard to say. It was like a tongue twister. Thank you very, very much. Fly Me to the Moon, son of a gun. Syllabi TCG, greatly appreciated. And Fur DLC, thumbs up and thank you. Morgan Gaskin, greatly appreciated. And Jordan Jumpman 23, greatly appreciated. Metal Maniac, thumbs up and thank you. RP, greatly appreciated. Rosario Paseger, I sure hope I'm close, but I know I'm not. Thank you very, very much. And Wham Hacks, like the name though. Mr. Linker 44 and Tenured. Now, did I just do 2 3s? Oh well, if I did. Salad Ass, like the name. And last but not least, Viscope I hope that's how it's pronounced. Thumbs up and thank you, each and every one of you. As stated, there's not a whole lot I can actually say. They're just Mr. Beast and Mr. Beast. So thank you all very much for trying and helping. It is all greatly appreciated. If nobody cared, I would be homeless in December. But people have donated financially through my GoFundMe. I have new Patreon.com patrons. I have gotten PayPal donations. Like I've said, it is still true. December is going to be survivable. It's going to be tight, but it's going to be survivable. January, I'm still not so sure about, but it looks like it will be survivable if I'm really, really good. And that means I just have to really, really worry about February. I've got breathing room, and that's what was important. Thank you all so much. Now, if you can donate or continue to be a Patreon patron or help out, that'll be really good because I kind of need February to not be homeless too. But I've got breathing room and help, so that's thumbs up and thank you. Each and every one of these people up here on this list. Hopefully I've got my updated list, so. And everything's a mess. I've done everything wrong, so hopefully I'm going to have a reaction video, hopefully a game video for my game channel. I'd like to live stream again. I keep falling asleep. That's why I couldn't have a reaction video done yesterday, so I'm very sorry. I hate falling asleep. I don't want to die. Plus, I don't want to not make videos, so fun for that. But you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very, very good thing. And it is. I appreciate each and every one of you.